So I was so excited to be done with high school, get away from all that drama and all that craziness. But you know, I never expected what was going to happen.
Working out is hard, but working out is fun. And treat yourself to exercise because it's healthy. And you should do things that are healthy. And my arms really hurt. But like, this equipment is so nice. Like, this is nicer than I think the gym at home. But I'm not at the gym at home, so this will suffice. This is so much fun!
It is 6:20 in the morning and I am extremely tired, exhausted, and a whole lot of other things. But the reason why I'm vlogging, first of all, is because I haven't in a while, and I apologize for that. But also because I'm so angry. Like, college has been fun for the first like 2-3 weeks now, but I almost lost it today. It was a Friday night. Now it's Saturday morning, and my roommate and a couple friends and I, like, we all went to a party. And I'm, of course, like, the sober friend who doesn't drink and don't smoke or anything, and I'm making sure that everyone else is okay and everyone else is safe and not, like, doing anything bad. And so for whatever reason, my roommate decides that she wants to, you know, go off and get wasted and get drunk, and then I have to be the one to, you know, be mom. And I'm not gonna be mom anymore. No, I'm not. Because I had to unlock the bathroom door so she wouldn't have sex with some random stranger. That's great. And then on second, we go back to our dorms. Like, we're back at school after the party, like, was ended. She comes back to the room with her friend who was, like, who's staying the night anyways, just to go to a party or whatever, or do something, or for them to hang out. I don't know the case. But she goes back to the room, and I'm just like, okay, good night, everyone. We don't have an extra bed, so of course they're gonna, like, sleep in the same bed. But they're, like, friends. So me, of course, I'm just, like, joking. I'm just like, I don't want to hear any moaning or anything. Then maybe it's, okay, like, we go to bed, it's, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. They start making out, and then I start hearing, like, sexual noises. And if it's making out, I don't know, and I don't care. But I think that is so utterly disrespectful that someone would really, like, have sex with someone else in the room. Like, you cannot be that inconsiderate. Like, it was beyond me crazy. Like, I was totally freaking out. I was so, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. Why me? But, you know, I learned from that situation, and I think it made me a better person because of it. And looking back on it now, I was so angry and I was so frustrated. And I know it was because it was so fresh in my mind and I didn't know what to do. But, you know, since then, I've grown so much. And looking back, you know, I don't think I would have done anything differently. I'm just happy that I'm so self-aware and that I love myself so much to know that I can't let anyone else be the reason why I fail. If anyone's going to be the reason why I fail, it's going to be me. And
the other reason is because my parents have put so much into my education, and I put so much into everything that I do, that I don't want to be looked at in any type of negative way, or any way that's going to make me seem like I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know where I'm going.
It is officially move out day for me. I didn't get kicked out or anything, so don't worry. But my roommate and I, we weren't compatible, and it just didn't work out. But what is great is that, like, all of my stuff is packed. Like, look behind me, like, all of that is ready. And then that's the last thing I have. That's my schedule. And then the bed is done. I'm so happy I'm leaving. This was so stressful. And a bit of advice, like, if you're ever in a stressful situation like this, take care of yourself before you try and take care of anyone else. So it's a little bit of how it's gonna be today. So I start hopefully at 12, fingers crossed. I have work today, so hopefully I'll get all this stuff out. It's not a lot of stuff too, like, I don't think it is. And yeah, because I am done. Oh, and then here's, like, see, like, the sink's already, my side of the sink's already finished. I already did that. There's me. Hi. So that's, my side of that is done. And then also this, so we can have a light on. All of this is mine too. And this is what I'm moving out as well.
You know, when my roommate and I had that encounter, when we had that discrepancy, when we had those issues, it was just too much for me to handle. And I was like, I can't take on someone else, and I shouldn't have to either. And it was just a hard, rough situation, but I look back on it now and I don't regret a single thing I did, because that was the best decision I made, was to take care of myself before I take care of anyone else. And I left. Okay, so roommate number 2. We knew each other prior to moving in. It was a whole mixed-up situation where my first roommate and my second roommate, her roommate, they wanted to do a roommate switch. So I wound up with my second roommate, and my first roommate wound up with my second roommate's roommate, if that makes sense. Anyways, it doesn't really make a difference. It's what happened. And so my second roommate, she was really great to begin with. We got along perfectly, and everything, you know, was good for about a month or so. And then, I don't know, somewhere along the way there was a miscommunication, there was this divide, this passive-aggressive behavior that she sort of started to develop. I'm more of the person who, when there's a problem, I address it, I speak about it, and I try and get to the bottom of it before it explodes, before anything bad happens. And she just wouldn't talk to me. She was really distant. And I think there were other things at play, but I'm not the type of person to pry into someone's personal life and ask them and say, you have to tell me what's going on, you have to tell me what's wrong. And so she wound up leaving after winter break. And then I had a third roommate. So I had 3 roommates my first year. I know it's crazy, but my third roommate, she was the best roommate though. She was so nice, she was so sweet. She was actually a sophomore coming in, but unfortunately, due to health reasons, she actually had to withdraw. So that's why in my video, No New Roommate, which I'll put a link up here, in No New Roommate, I never got another roommate after that. And so I stayed in my freshman room by myself for pretty much all of my second semester. And I thought I was going to get another one after that. I thought I was going to have 4 roommates, but the 4th roommate never showed up. I guess she stayed in her other room, or she switched to another room. But yeah, so roommates can be a little bit tricky. And I don't know, see, like my first roommate, I thought we were going to get along great and we were going to be the best of friends. And I had this fear of, oh my god, I'm going to have a horrible roommate, I'm going to have a terrible roommate, and she's going to be crazy. And I did wound up having that happen. But you know what, it's life, and in life everything that happens is for a reason, and I grew from that. So I'm actually happy that that did happen to me. I'm not upset and I'm not sad or anything. It's just like, it's an experience, you know, and that experience brought me to where I am today, standing right here in my bathroom talking about this video. So yeah, it wasn't what I expected, but I got through it. And you know, that's what with everything in life, you just get through it and you move on to the next thing. There's always going to be bigger, better, greater things out there for you to experience. So if you're in a rut right now, if you don't know where you're going to go after you graduate from high school, if you don't know where you're going to go after you graduate from college, if you're looking for a job, don't worry. Everything works itself out. I always have this fear that I'm going to get a bad grade, or I'm not going to be able to pay for this, or I'm not going to be able to go places or see people, but everything will always work itself out, and the end is never near, you know? You will always be where you need to be exactly in that moment. Don't ever stress about things like that. And I know, like I say, don't ever stress. I still stress sometimes. I stress a lot. But I've learned now that I don't need to stress as much, because it's not going to help me in any way except make me, you know, freak out. And I don't need to freak out. Everything works itself out in the end. That's pretty much the point. And after not having a roommate, I had all my friends come over and we hung out. So we ordered Chinese food, we watched, you know, movies and stuff like that. So there was that plus to it. And then I had my friends sleep over sometimes. So there's always like a great, you know, silver lining to that dark cloud. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed editing it. Stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!